Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going old school. I'm going to be doing a first impressions on a new makeup product that I picked up, and this is going to be the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. So this here I just got on my trip to Sephora today, and I have been looking for a foundation that's not super full coverage. I'm having sort of I don't want to say a natural makeup moment right now, because it's not, well, ish. I'm not really liking anything heavy. I'm being really like quick and just putting on like a little bit of foundation, a little concealer, some like browsings through to like just comb up the brows, some mascara, and I'm done. So I've been trying to find something that's a little bit less full coverage than like my NARS, the Radiant Creamy, right, no, where's your thumb for it? Than the Natural Radiant Longwear, or the Sheer Glow even, and then the All Day Luminous Weightless. Just those two. Maybe it's just that I put on too much of them, but I find they're really full coverage foundations, which is great when I want to do like a glam makeup look. But for my everyday right now, as I'm being a little bit more natural, it's just a little bit too much. So I figured this would be a good thing to test out. So we're going to see how this looks on the skin today. And I'm going to try with half of my face with primer on and then half of my face without primer, so we can see how it goes with both of them. This is a water-based foundation, so I think I'm going to need to check and see if I have a water-based primer, because anything oil or silicone-based probably wouldn't mix very well with this, just from the basic science of oil and water don't like each other. So I'm going to try and find one of those, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm good to go. I've checked, and my Fenty Pro Filter is a water-based primer, so this is what I'll be using on the right half of my face. So I'm going to start the application process now and just see how this goes when I'm putting this on. I feel like it feels so weird only putting primer on half of my face. Like it feels wrong. This is my first time that I've actually done this for any sort of a review, because normally my reviews are more concealers than that. And I haven't done one in absolutely in ages, so I'm a little out of practice. Okay, so that's half the face primed, and then I'm going to zoom you in so you can see when I'm applying the foundation. So this is the foundation here. I love the bottle. It's a glass jar, and it feels really nice and sturdy. Now, what does this say on here? Made in France, just foundation, shake well before use, and dermatologist tested. Now, this is supposed to be a waterproof foundation, and it says it is 80% water, 100% waterproof. And it's supposed to be sheer, so shaking well before use. I think I'm going to try this with a brush, and I'm only going to put a little bit. I'm going to do one pump first. Whoop, if I can get... Oh, there we go. Okay, one pump. I'm going to dot this. Oh, that's very watery. Just dot the one pump around my face. This is very watery. Oh god, this is going to be... I'm scared to try and blend this out. This could be interesting. So I have it dotted. I'm going to use my flat top kabuki brush. Ooh, okay, so when they say sheer, they do mean sheer. I think I might have tried to pull it just a little bit too far, so I'm going to do another pump and maybe like a half and spread that over my face as well. I think it might be one of those foundations that it would need like one pump for one half, one pump for the other. But since I already have the first one blended in, we're going to do a little bit more than one pump. So, one pump. There we go. Just dot this around again. Whoa, Lord. One thing I will say, it's very cooling on the skin, and like it feels really nice. It is not heavy at all, which like water-based foundation obviously. A little bit in there, a little on my nose. But you know, like it literally feels like I'm rubbing like just water on my face. Okay, that's probably better. This is a look There we go. So that is how that looks all applied. I'm gonna take a look in a mirror close up just to see how it looks. So it is very light coverage, but I really like that. I love it has a dewy finish, which is really nice, and like it's not wet anymore, but it still feels dewy. I can't tell that much of a difference between the primed and unprimed sides. I don't think that it really makes a huge difference to how it applies. You know, I think that's fairly good. Okay, so I'm going to leave this like this. I'm going to put... Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to go out anywhere, so I'm not going to put anything else on my face right now. I'm just going to see how this foundation wears just on its own over the next couple of hours, and then I will check back with you guys before I take my makeup off tonight and give you sort of a check-in to see if there's any creasing, any rubbing, any like oiliness or that coming through, and we'll see you on my check-in. Okay, so I have left the foundation on for as long as I could. I need to go to bed now, so I'm going to be doing my nighttime routine and taking it all off. But I had it on at 3 p.m. and it's now 10 p.m., so it's been on for about 7 hours. And it's actually... I really didn't want to like this foundation because it's not expensive. It was 50... Here, let me find the... Okay, so... I didn't really want to like this foundation because for the amount of coverage it basically is like a tinted moisturizer kind of BB cream, CC cream, I would assume. I haven't used one of those in a while, so I'm not exactly certain on it, but it is 54 Canadian dollars. And that is for, how many milliliters are in here? That is for 50 milliliters of foundation. So like that is fairly good because like 2 pumps covers my whole face and it's not a lot of product. But I didn't want to like this foundation. But it is really nice. I think both sides of my skin still look good. The only spot that I can see a little bit is some gathering. It just clung a little bit to the dry patches like right on the crease of my nose, but like you can't see unless I go like that. There. It did settle into my pores a tiny bit on the left side of my face, but I think it was because like my primer on the side, the Pro Filter is a smoothing primer and it kind of fills in your pores and just generally evens out skin. So if you're going to use it, if you want to use a primer with it, I think it's fine. The water-based primer, it looks basically identical on both sides except for the pores. So using it, I think I will use it with the primer, but yeah. I think that I'm going to go and say I do recommend this if you are okay with the price tag on it. You probably do not need to buy this foundation to get something that is a similar effect. Check out a couple of drugstore options. I'm going to be looking at a couple of drugstore lightweight BB cream, CC cream kind of like tinted moisturizer-esque foundations. But if you're okay with the splurge, and this is waterproof, I checked, I was walking around, I was in the bathroom just like cleaning up a little bit and it got like steamed when I was rinsing out the tub and everything. And normally you can kind of see where like steam in that like messes with makeup. But this was really good, nothing moved around, it was good. I think I'm going to try it again tomorrow, just using some natural lighting and putting with some concealer and powder and everything and see how it all wears as a look. But you know what, for 7 hours without any powder or concealer or anything else, like literally just foundation on primer or on bare skin, I think it looks really good. Okay, so I'm doing a check-in while I'm still out actually right now. Oh lord, I'm in direct sunlight. Let's see if we can fix this a little bit. But the reason I'm doing a check-in now is I just got off of work and I was getting ready to get ready for dinner. There we go. This is immediately darker, but that's a little better? Okay. So I'm gonna bring this in real close. I don't know if you can see it too well through this camera, but the foundation today isn't acting as well as it did before. Now, I have had it on a lot longer today, so I put this makeup on at 7:30 this morning and it's now 5 p.m. So it's been on for about 10 hours. And now that it's on, or now that it's been on that long, I'm seeing it start to like sort of break apart a little bit. Yeah, so it's really gathering in my nose there. That's a flattering angle. It's really gathering around my nose and sort of like melting down into that. It's also going a little bit too dewy. And then where I put my concealer on, don't know if you can see it, where I put my concealer on here is just breaking up and looking generally kind of gross. Now, this is 10 hours of wear, so it's probably just that it's hit its limit. But it really surprised me seeing it look like this now, because yesterday it looked so nice. And I don't know. I'm just a little bit disappointed for that, but this doesn't claim, I suppose, it doesn't claim to be a long wear foundation. It claims to be a sheer waterproof foundation. So I don't know. I might give this a few more goes, but just something to keep aware of if you are planning on wearing this for an extended period of time. Like if you do your makeup first thing in the morning and you want this to last like right through dinner, you're probably going to need to powder or maybe like set it in with some setting spray, kind of refresh it through the day. But yeah, so there's a little check-in. I'll do one more update when I get home tonight after kickboxing and see what a workout and some sweat does to this. I'm thinking, seeing how just my regular day wear has sort of started to make it break up already, I don't have the highest of hopes, but we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so I just popped into the bathroom to get some better indoor lighting, that way you can see how this is going. And it does look a lot better in here. I feel like out in the car I was kind of suffering from the mirror of truth, as Tati says. And car mirrors, they always show like every imperfection, so seeing this in like indoor lighting, it still looks about the same. It is a little bit broken up, like it's not perfect, but like it's a lot better. And I'm wondering actually if it might be like the mix of the concealer that I did with it, because where it's worn off is like right under my eyes here, which is where I had my concealer on this morning. So I might play around with that a little bit and see if it goes better through the full day without concealer or with different ones, or if the concealer in that just through the day having the extra sort of moisturized pore filling primer of the Pro Filter, which is a little bit too much for it, so I might try it again. I'm gonna keep fiddling around with this, but overall, considering I've had this on for like 11 hours now, it's still fairly good. The outdoor lighting and the car mirror of truth is a little bit less flattering than this is, but for indoors, it's a good natural foundation. Okay, well, I just got back from the gym, and I think on a final note, I'm just going to wrap this up by saying this foundation has lasted really well for as long as that I've had it on. I put it on at 9:30, it is now, I put it on at 7:30 this morning, it's now 9 o'clock at night. That is 14 hours almost of wear, 13 and a half hours. It's been a long day, I'm sorry. And I just did a kickboxing exercise class that literally had sweat dripping down my face. You can tell how gross I am from my hair. And it's still there. Like, there's still obviously some patchiness where the concealer was. I think it probably just didn't mix well there. But you know what? Overall, if you're looking for a natural foundation that is just going to give you a little bit of a improvement to the look of your skin but still looks like your skin, like you're not really wearing that much makeup, I think this will be a good foundation for you to go for. It is a little bit expensive, but after testing it out over the last 2 days, I think it is probably worth it. As long as you can afford it, I'd say go for it. So on that note, I'm going to wrap up this video. for real this time. So I hope you guys found this helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!